The opening chapter of Genesis reveals a profound pattern for creation that applies far beyond its spiritual context. It's actually a masterclass in proper preparation and environmental design. This ancient text demonstrates why many modern ventures fail. People rush to implementation before establishing the right conditions for success. The pattern shows that environment must precede activation, a principle that proves true whether you're building a business, developing a team, or creating a lasting legacy. The creation narrative follows a deliberate 7-phase sequence, with each stage building upon the previous one. What's particularly striking is how the text prioritizes environment over activity. Before introducing any living things, 3 crucial environmental elements are established: clarity, structure, and foundation. This deliberate ordering provides a blueprint for any creative or entrepreneurial endeavor. Day 1 brings light dividing darkness. This represents clarity and the essential act of defining boundaries. In practical terms, this means clearly establishing what you will and won't do in any venture. These are your non-negotiables, your fundamental principles that guide all subsequent decisions. Without this initial clarity, projects often lose direction and purpose. The second day introduces the firmament, separating waters above from waters below. This structural division mirrors modern organizational needs like workflows, hierarchies, and protocols. Without these systems in place, chaos inevitably follows, regardless of how brilliant the core idea might be. The separation creates order and predictability, essential elements for any sustainable venture. Day 3 sees the emergence of dry land, a stable foundation upon which life can take root. In contemporary terms, this represents your operational infrastructure, the resources, tools, and agreements necessary for any project to succeed. This foundation provides the stability needed for growth and development, much like soil provides nutrients for plants. Only after these 3 environmental elements are firmly in place does vegetation, the first form of life, appear. This sequence isn't coincidental. It's a fundamental principle. Life thrives where structure and clarity exist. The text demonstrates that successful creation requires patient preparation and proper sequencing. Consider Amazon's success story as a modern parallel. While competitors focused on matching products, Amazon invested heavily in creating an unmatched environment through logistics, infrastructure, and distribution networks. This environmental advantage became their moat, protecting them from competition. Their success wasn't just about what they sold, but about the robust environment they built to support their operations. The text suggests that roughly 70% of effort should go into this invisible preparation work. This might seem counterintuitive in our results-driven culture, but it's essential for sustainable success. Without proper environmental support, even the best ideas will struggle to survive like seeds scattered on concrete. This principle explains why many seemingly promising ventures fail despite strong concepts. Before declaring the creation good, God ensures all necessary elements for sustaining life are in place. This patience and preparation offers a crucial lesson for modern endeavors. Completion creates goodness, while rushing leads to frustration. The text emphasizes the importance of thorough preparation over hasty implementation. For practical application, consider conducting an environmental readiness audit before launching any new project. Ask yourself, What aspects need clarification before action? Which structural supports are currently missing? What resources and constraints will define the project's boundaries? These questions help ensure proper environmental preparation. The answers to these questions should be explicitly documented and addressed before proceeding. This might feel like delayed gratification, but it's actually accelerated wisdom, preventing the common cycle of launch and failure that plagues many initiatives. Documentation makes implicit understanding explicit, reducing the risk of oversight. This pattern appears repeatedly in various contexts. Seeds need soil in nature, ideas need processes in business, and commitments need context in relationships. The principle remains consistent. Environment precedes activation. This isn't merely a suggestion, it's a fundamental law of creation that can't be bypassed with optimism or enthusiasm alone. For those frustrated with failed ventures or stalled projects, this insight offers both explanation and solution. The issue often isn't with the idea itself, but with insufficient environmental preparation. Success requires the discipline to step back, illuminate the darkness, create clarity, separate the waters, establish structure, and expose the dry ground, build foundation before planting anything you hope to grow. This methodical approach to creation, while requiring more initial patience, ultimately leads to more sustainable and successful outcomes.